Hey guys, I'm Caslin and welcome to another dogfight video. In today's video, it's going to be a bit of a historical one. I'm flying the F-84G against a MiG-15 there behind me. There's a reason why he's already behind me. Let's initiate the fight here. I'm going to be reenacting the Merklín incident of 1953. Where two MiG-15s of the Czechoslovakian Air Force engaged with two American F-84s, in which one F-84 was shot down, where the pilot did live. Oh god. Now, as you can see, I'm already pretty defensive against this MiG, which is to be expected. It's a much better performing aircraft. That's my rudder gun. No, still got a rudder. Ow. That's my stabilizer gun. So, the MiG is flown by Aero today. I don't have an elevator. Oh no. Alright, so the reason why I want to start off defensive here is because in the actual incident in 1953, the F-84s were ambushed in a surprise attack by the MiG-15s. So, which is probably a very big contributor to why one of them was shut down actually pretty early on into the dogfight. The pilot ejected safely and crashed. The jet crashed into in German territory. However, the dogfight itself happened in Czechoslovakian territory, which is, I find this incident pretty interesting because it's a quick fight, but at the same time, it's also one of the either few or many instances where the Cold War kind of went hot for a minute. Alright, I've initiated the dogfight here with the MiG. And he's out in front. Now I have full trust in Aero to not at all go easy on me, which is fine. How else would I recreate this? He's rightfully dragging me into a vertical fight, which is where my plane will perform pretty bad. This thing doesn't ever really have a good engine. It can turn well on a horizontal if you have some stick discipline and use your flaps properly. So on a horizontal it can be okay, but in any kind of vertical plane of motion, this thing just loses energy way too quickly. It's really underpowered when it comes to its engine, and the MiG-15 is not. Where'd he go? Hi! There he is. Okay, and into a horizontal, and he's got my control zone low. He's moving into a low aspect position, which is exactly what I do not want. Oh no. Alright. Oh, good shot. and he climbs back up after the overshoot. Still off elevator and rudder. But I don't think I have an engine for long. Let's see if I can get at least some shots off before I die. So yeah, as you can see, when starting off defensive, ambushed by a MiG-15, even though it's not really an ambush since I know he's here. But even still, starting defensive against the MiG-15 in the F-84G, or the E that they had in the actual incident, there's no chance. Absolutely no chance. No matter how much tactics I know. Actually. I got a hit there. No matter how much tactics I know, I will inevitably be defensive. That shot I got there was probably due to either negligence on his part of not considering me as much of a threat, since I already took a pretty significant hit actually, or me just being incredibly lucky. But I don't think that hit would have been enough to properly cripple him, because I have machine guns, he's got the big thump cannon. And having a machine gun on a jet, even if it's 6 with a pretty high rate of fire, it still requires a high like a long time on targets to actually shoot one down, which isn't ideal if you only have like split seconds of opportunities to do so. And I'm actually holding up better than I expected in this round. Got him in a 2 circle here. Looks to be somewhat even, probably due to this engine damage, it'll look like. But he's slowly gonna be at my 3-9 line, and yeah. There's the the rate around the circle. Yeah, anything behind your 3-9 line is basically offensive on you. That's kind of how I see it. The 3-9 line is kind of like the wings, and anything behind them is offensive on you, so that means you are defensive. Anything in front of that is you are offensive. And there's not a whole lot I can do from here. He's slowly moving into my control zone. Can't really reverse from here. If I try now, that's just going to lead me into the position in front of his nose, and unless I climb over it, which I don't think I'll be able to do, it's lights out for me. Although I'm able to keep him somewhat at bay here. I think I'm just waiting out his engine dying at this point. Although I don't even know if that's what I hit. It looked like the wing more than the fuselage hit. Okay, I'm slowly gonna get more neutral. And is he going in? Oh, he almost did. Now I'm sort of offensive-ish. He's in front of my 3-9 line. Am I actually gonna be able to take him out? No way. Oh god! Splash 1? Question mark? Alright, now that we've shown, now that I've shown kind of what it's like when you start off defensive, like kind of what it really was, let's try to pretend that the F-84s did see the MiG-15s approaching and forced a head-on into a proper merge. Let's see how that would have gone, with both planes actually acknowledging each other's existence from the get-go. And just, I'm actually kind of curious myself. I've never really fought a MiG-15 before in an F-84, so this will be interesting. I definitely don't feel like I have the upper hand. Alright, there he is. And into the merge here. Straight into the vertical. Alright, I won that. But couldn't land my shot, and I think he's about to get nose on before me, so I'm just going to try to roll around that. And force another one circle. That's nose to nose. I'm going to put my lift vector in lead pursuit here, see if I can use my straight wing against him. There we go, there we go, there we go. Almost. Oh. Alright, a good jink on his part. Alright, now I got a jink. Alright, and staying in the one circle and diving under that nose. And I think he's pretty much got my controls on from here. There's not much I can do without altitude. And vertical, I'm gonna try to roll around him. He's got a lot better engine than I do, so I'm not really too comfortable here. Gonna roll around that again. And got a hit there. Shot off his flap, I believe. And I've got a 6 now. It's a wingtip. It's an other wing. And I think that's a pilot snipe. Oh, that's a bounce. Splash one. Alright, so this is going to be the last round for today. As you can see in the last round, the F-84 can actually put up somewhat of a fight if it's a fair merge. That's not to say that it can outperform the MiG-15 though. You'd think that due to the straight wing against the swept wing, you'd think it performs better in the one circle, but he actually kept up quite a bit in the one circle there. Forcing me to jink quite a bit as well. Into the merge. Again, straight into a vertical. That's pretty even. And offset. No, it's more of a one circle. And we'll climb over that nose. Reverse into a one circle again. And just got nose on, jink away, and continue. I'm really fighting my plane here as well. The oscillation, you can see in the wings on my plane just fighting against me. Okay, that was way off. I'm gonna put my lift vector in lead pursuit here to see if I can get a maybe a lucky gunshot, but it'll be very high aspects. No, I don't think I'll be able to. And from here, it's a 2 circle into a rate fight. Not much hope for me here, unless I can get a lucky shot. See if I can point my nose, and nope. And this is a situation I'm all too familiar with. Being outrated by a plane with a superior engine. I hate that this is too familiar. Let's see if I've got options though. Let me think real quick. So he's using he's kind of going into a slight climb, trying to stay above me, trying to get me slow. Because obviously I have to maneuver in relation to him. If I just turn away now, I'm basically giving him my 6. So I have to maneuver in relation to him, and that is going into the climb. If I don't, I'll be an easy target. If I do, I know I will eventually lose energy, but what else can I do? Make myself an even easier target? Come on, wing. Come on. Trying my really this to force that overshoot, and he's going back into the vertical. Great. Well, so much for an overshoot. What I just did, it was nose counters, trying to avoid his nose and thus his guns. There's a very big difference that is not often seen between nose counters and reversals. A lot of people reverse in front of the bandit, which nose counters are. So what I was talking about before when it comes to the nose counters, a big difference between nose counters and reversals is that in nose counters you try to avoid the nose. Reversals is what people do a lot when they start getting defensive. It's usually a panic move, which often leads them in front of their bandit's gun, basically giving the exact opposite effect of what they're trying to do. And it's actually really difficult to spot what a proper reversal cue is. Because usually it's like in a head-on where it's best to reverse. Otherwise, it's more or less just you dancing in front of your bandit's nose and your bandit just waiting for a proper kill shot. And what's different from that when it comes to nose counters is, yes, you are sort of dancing in front of your bandit's nose, but you're looking at them. You're trying to basically maintain a visual on the belly of the enemy aircraft as much as you can, so you know for a fact you're kind of avoiding the nose, which those maneuvers in turn drain energy, and if your bandit cannot manage closure well, that will inevitably mean that they will either overshoot or just climb away, what Aero was doing in the last round. Which is, he recognized that I was trying to force an overshoot by nose countering, and he recognized it in time, and instead of managing closure, he's trying to stay behind me. Knowing I can fly slower than him, he went into a vertical to avoid it. So that's kind of what I was trying to explain in the last round before I got rudely interrupted by a 23/27mm. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.